You've got a story that you want to get featured in the press. You're probably going to need to write a press release and send it to some journalists. Let's break down how to do that successfully. First things first, before you even start writing your press release, create your list of PR contacts. Consider this as you write. The audience should affect how you position your story and the information that you include. Now start writing. The key to a good press release is being succinct. It should be no longer than 2 pages. Get to the point. Make it easy for the person you're sending it to use it and understand it. We know that journalists are incredibly busy people whose inboxes overflow with requests. So make yours stand out with a clear headline and body so they don't have to do any extra work to understand what your story is all about. We do this for clients really successfully. Here's our step-by-step process. Date your press release at the top. Make sure this is recent, as no journalist will want to publish old news. Take time to craft a concise but newsworthy headline. This is your opportunity to hook the journalist and eventually the reader. In your first paragraph, start with a clear news hook. Think of what makes your story worth talking about and distill this into compelling copy. Craft short paragraphs which will force you into writing concisely, following a logical order and only including the necessary information for the story. Short paragraphs also make it easier for journalists to make any edits that they may need to. Steer clear of using jargon, or if you do have to use any technical terms, explain them succinctly. Always include at least one quote. This can be from someone who's involved in the story or another credible voice who can endorse it. Read quotes aloud to ensure they sound like someone speaking, which will bring personality through. If you want to include any photos, issue these as an attachment with the press release, so don't directly embed those photos in the press release. Conclude your press release with a clear call to action and any key messages you want the reader to take away. Depending on your story, this could be visiting your website, details of an upcoming event, or product information. But be careful not to make this too salesy, as that could be off-putting for the journalist. Include contact details for any media inquiries. Include a notes to editors section, which can feature bullet points with background information on your business that isn't vital for the main story. Don't send it as a PDF attachment. Journalists hate an attachment, so get it to be sharp and contained within the email. Overall, you want your press release to have the following aims. Inform the reader of your story, educate them of your point, so what message do you want them to take away? And finally, entice the reader to want to learn more so that they take an action such as visiting your website after reading your story. Check out our downloadable press release template in the show notes.